Hi, friends, family, community. Welcome to today's team meeting. It's Monday's edition. I release these as videos and I hope that you watch them and are able to give me comments about topics you want to discuss or things that you thought were ridiculous or amazing or things that are just random, whatever. I just love communicating with you. So thank you for all the feedback you've provided so far. So usually the way we flow with our meetings, everyone, let's be clear. Most people hate meetings, but I use the metaphor of a meeting because although most of us don't like them, we're going to turn the concept of a meeting around into something that works for us. So we use action items, I use stories, we use agendas that are actually meant to add value to your life. So yeah, we don't like meetings, but when we have a good one that helps your life, we do like meetings, okay? So the first thing we talk about is the agenda, and that's today's agenda is about falling and getting up. Falling and getting up. I'll tell you a couple stories there. And today's funny is about me going zip lining a couple years ago in Costa Rica. Have you done this? Do you know what zip lining is? Zip lining is when you go to the very top of, it's a mountainous area to where when you look down, it's like, oh my God, I could die. That's what zip lining is like. And what you're doing is you're holding on to, you have equipment on to protect you and helmet and all that, but you're basically sliding on a wire from tree to tree in a pattern that they've designed. Did that in Costa Rica in October in rainy season. In rainy season. Do you know what this means? This means that it's raining heavy into your eyeballs. This means that the equipment is wet and slippery. Recipe for something that ain't so great. So when I did it, I went after a friend who did not have a good experience. She smashed and hurt herself on the platform that you're supposed to land. You land on a platform each time you go from tree to tree. When she landed, it was no good, no bueno, as they say. She's fine now. She's amazing. I'm not going to tell her story, but wow. Being the person who came after her, I had to decide. Because she didn't break soon enough. So what's Tara going to do? Because back then I was larger and in charge, right? I was heavier. But so I was already self-conscious about the ability to handle my own body weight. And that made me nervous. This whole thing where you're like body weight all up here, depending on this wire that you're sliding on. It was insane. So I pulled the brake too early. And so I'm way over here. And let's say at least 100 feet away is where I really should have landed and pulled the brake. I pulled it too soon, so they had to come out to rescue me. My sweet girl is coming in the room now to join us for today's meeting. You coming in? Come on. Hi. Come sit with mommy now, okay? Because we got to get this done. So say hi to the folks. You say hi. Say hi to the camera. Look at the camera. Hi. Hi, camera. Yeah, thank you, baby. Okay, so working mom. Team meeting goes on. I broke too soon, so the guy who was probably half my size had to basically scoot out, come and rescue me and bring me to the platform. It was embarrassing. Okay, bye-bye. It was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. But I survived it. It's an example of a fail. So I get to tell that story at parties and talk about Costa Rica ziplining and act like I'm really cool when I really was failure and it really was scary and it really was embarrassing. Everyone's looking, oh my God, he has to go rescue her. And then we basically had to embrace each other in order for me to come back to the platform. It was awkward and it was very weird. Anyway, today we're going to talk about falling and getting up. And by falling, I mean everything from failure to setbacks to bad things happening to criticisms to internal criticism, outward criticism, judgment, self-judgment, all those things. Falling, getting back up. So I have a contemporary example of my sweet baby who just visited us. Who knows? She may return. I don't know. Let's just go with it. She falls all the time. She's always walking down the hall and she'll fall. Or she'll be on a chair and she'll be at risk of tumbling, or, not always instances where she's going to hurt herself, but she's falling. What she's gotten used to is you just try again. You just get up. You just straighten up. You just keep walking. And sometimes she stays longer in that space and is like, oh my God, am I okay? And then that's when I intervene and say, are you okay? Are you hurt? And when she confirms that she's not, she's just shooken up or something, you say, okay, try again. And hopefully the voice that she hears from me is reconfirming that it's okay to try again. You're safe to try again. You don't have to fall and never try again. When you get to an older age, for my nephew, it's 11, it becomes a little more complicated. He's in sports now. There are plenty of opportunities for him to hear criticism when he's up to bat, when he's playing football, when he's playing soccer. Those fans are ratchet. They are just intense. They love to, because it's so competitive, right? And the parents, I'm loud too, but I'm loud in my efforts to cheer them on. I'm not so loud in my efforts to talk trash. I'm not a trash talker to the other team. They hear all kinds of things. You're too slow. He's no good. He can't hit. He can't run. She's too slow. He's too slow. He can't throw. All these things. And you're a kid and you literally can see the person with this venom talking trash to you. And you're supposed to overcome that? Yeah, you are. That's what these kids are doing out there. They're brave. They're super brave. So someone was telling me, your shirt sucks. It looks like one of those plastic bags that you would have in when you're trying to lose weight. You put that on and then you sweat for 45 minutes and hopefully you lose you have abs of steel after, right? I like this blouse, by the way, anyway. But, it would be like someone staring me in the face and saying, your headband sucks. And what am I going to do? Cry? Well, maybe I will, but that won't stop me from wearing headbands. But that's what I'm getting at. Falling and getting back up, because the world will try to define you. Your experiences will try to define you. And they can do a very good job of it. The person who started a business that went bankrupt can decide never trying that again. The person who bought a house or did some real estate experience, bought some property and didn't get a profit, never trying that again. The person who gave their heart to someone that crushed it, never going there again, never getting married again. The fall and the get up. Your life experiences can teach you that it's not worth it to get up. It's not worth it to try it again. It's not worth it to learn. But we've got to get more like my daughter. You got to assess, okay, maybe you need to cry. Maybe you need therapy. Maybe you need help. Maybe you need someone who specializes in the particular thing you failed at to help you. But that doesn't mean you don't try again. We're getting too used to the world defining us like we're a parking ticket that needs validation. I've talked about this before. You're already validated. You're good. You're enough. This is life. Life is about falling and getting back up. So let's be more like my daughter. And as we get to the preteen age with my nephew, it starts to get more difficult. Then we get to the adult stage. It's even more difficult. So many people are in trauma right now. In my own family, there have been so many deaths this year. Even over the weekend, we had a service. It's devastating. I've got friends of friends. I've got friends who have family members that are hanging on for the balance of that the doctors and nurses need to keep them alive. It's serious out there. It's always going to be serious. But even 2020, it's just a bag of something. And it should be teaching us that life is absolutely precious. And like literally how we used to say, I'm just happy to be alive. We should be happy to be alive. That we do get a chance to try again. We do get a chance to learn from this bad experience of 2020. I'm not saying go kill it and start a business and you got to be like skinny coming out of 2020. I'm saying, number one, recognize the fact that you're trying again each day and you're looking at this video or you're looking at other videos and books and trying to learn how to endure. That's trying again. You're in it. You're in it. Just because by virtue of just doing those things. But I want your action item to be this. Notice where you have fallen and not gotten up yet. Business, relationship, financial trauma, lost your job, don't want to try to do something that you really love to do because no one cares or too many people are doing it. Falling and getting back up requires you to not allow your experiences to define you. They can give you information about yourself, like, okay, make an adjustment there. Make an adjustment there. My nephew, he had a great weekend of baseball this weekend, and he, in the championship game, he was pitching towards the end of the game. And as he was warming up, the other team started criticizing, saying, he can't throw a strike. Because he wasn't throwing his best pitches, he was still practicing. But they made a judgment. They decided that he couldn't do it. Well, he closed the game, and he did do it. And we were talking to him about it today, and my brother was asking if he heard them say that. He didn't. What if he had? What if he had? I think it's so beautiful that he gets to hear what was said about him, but he didn't hear it, and he was able to perform so well. That was a lie what they were saying. That's a lie what that failure tells you when it tells you you can't try again, when it tells you you're not good enough, when it tells you you're not smart enough, you're not wise enough. That's a lie. Mom? Don't believe the lie. Mom. That's what I'm saying for your action. Come over here for a second, babe. Bye, Mommy. Yeah, come here for a second. Let's talk about our action items and close things out. She falls and gets back up. Let's be like her. She's amazing. You're amazing. Let's have an amazing community where we take actions like this to notice. Where are you going to try again? Build your endurance up. That's what this community is for, and that's what these action items are for. That's why we're here. Okay, 1 minute, please. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're meeting. Do you like this blouse? Should I keep it? I like it. I like it because it's pleather and it's kind of, it feels soft. And I know I'm doing a lot of touching of myself. Anyway, notice. Where are you falling down and not getting back up? Life has got to require endurance, and 2020 has surely gave us a bunch of it. Literally. Let's just be grateful that we keep waking up and we're still alive. And have empathy for the fact that some people don't get a chance to try again because they're not here anymore. I'm getting dramatic, I know. I feel like that is dramatic. I'm going to close out. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we meet. I sent my trailer, like a three-minute podcast example, to a Fiverr person. You heard of Fiverr? It's an app where people do things, technical things for you for a very low price. So she should be getting back to me with that. And then I'll be able to walk you through how to get a podcast app for free. Because, you know, podcast is like a radio show with no video. I'll show you how to get it. But I'm still going to do the videos because I like it. And I'm hoping I'm adding value with my crazy stories and with my pleather shirts, okay? I'm sending you all kinds of love. I'm sending you love, laughter. I want us to grow. In the team meeting on Wednesday, let's pick this up again. On Friday, let's talk about love again. There's so much more, so much deeper we can go into with that topic too. Let's close out here. Failure doesn't mean you're a failure. You fall, you get back up. That is what life is. Let's spread that word. Let's believe that and live that. I'm glad you guys are joining me for these team meetings. Let's keep this going. And I will talk to you Wednesday.